Hey guys, AuspiciousAussie here, and welcome to episode 27 of my Athletic Bilbao series for Football Manager 2019. So as you can see, today's episode is going to be the first knockout round, second leg against Manchester City. A little bit of a spoiler there, if you can see. Previous meeting is a loss, so that does mean that we lost our first leg against Manchester City. But we will go into all of that once we do the fixture review. But let's have a look at the league table first of all. We have played a few games. I think about 5 league games since the last episode, which was, of course, the semi-final second leg against Real Madrid that put us through to the Copa del Rey final, where we will take on Villarreal in an attempt to win a trophy that we haven't won in the series yet so far. And of course, hopefully add our second trophy to our cabinet. So as you can see, we're currently on 57 points in third, still in third, unfortunately. We are 2 points behind Real Madrid, who are currently on 59 points. And then, of course, we still have Barcelona running the league ragged at the moment on 66 points. Still haven't lost a game. They've lost the one game so far this season, but they haven't lost in quite some time. As you can see, we're only one win, and we need to win a game, and Real Madrid need to draw a game for us to be level. So we are very close to second place. I think second is probably the highest we'll go. I don't think either us or Real will actually be able to beat Barcelona. I think they are pretty much steamrolling the league at the moment. Alright, so let's get into the fixtures, where we'll go over the first game against Manchester City in a little bit of detail. Of course, I mentioned in the previous episode the 3-2 victory over Real Madrid, which put us into the final. We followed that up with a 3-0 victory over struggling Sevilla. Sunset, Inigo Martinez, and Aketse on the score sheet there for us. I believe at this time Sevilla were down in 17th, and they're still down near the relegation zone in 16th at the moment. But yeah, they're really not doing too well this season. They've got a lot of really good players, but I guess something just isn't going right. Now, the first leg against Manchester City was the next game. As you can see, we lost 3-0. Fernandez, Ferran Torres, and Mbappe getting the goals for City there. Of course, pretty much all of their first team are world-class players. Like, if they have Mbappe, they're going to be able to beat you. And, they pretty much run us ragged. I'll show you the ratings, as you can see here. Militao got an 8.8 rating. Got an assist and also managed to basically just destroy us on the left-hand side. As you can see, we had to replace Guinea. Aketse didn't play too well either. To be honest, the whole team was pretty shocking. As you can see, most of their players played out of their skin because they are that good. We did follow that up with a 3-0 victory over Sporting Gijon in the league. Aketse with a penalty, Miguel and Sunset also on the score sheet there. We also managed to follow that up with a 2-1 victory at home against Levante. Miguel on the score sheet there again. They then got the equaliser through Bardi, and Javi Martinez managed to get the winning goal in the 76th minute. We then went to Real Madrid, and we unfortunately lost 1-0. Very, very close game. Both teams were sort of in it. As you can see, Lukaku, once again, he just manages to score goals against us. Even if we beat them, or they beat us, he just always pops up with a goal. And then, unfortunately, today, in that game, it was the difference. And the final game that I just played was a 3-1 victory over Valencia. Aketse with a penalty, Edson with an own goal, and Eduardo Gonzalez with our third. They also opened the scoring through Bruma in the 8th minute. But yeah, we managed to come back. I think I demanded more from the players with a touchline talk. And they, as you can see, they responded pretty well. So, of course, that does leave us with this second leg. We're down 3 goals. At this point, I mean, we're just going to go for it. We'll see what happens. We are at home, but of course, if they score a goal, we're going to need to score 4. Well, essentially, we'll probably need to score 5 to make up for that, for a potential away goal if they do get one. But minimum 3 goals just to take it to extra time with none conceded is a massive ask. But it's I mean, anything's possible. Anything's possible. Anyways, today's lineup's going to be Athami in goals. We're going to go with Nunes, Gonzalez, and Inigo Martinez as our 3 centre-backs. Lecue and Miguel will be our 2 wing-backs, with Nolascoin just returning from a 3-week injury. He'll slot straight back in. I've been playing Trilez, and I just gave a debut to Gomez down here, a 16-year-old, in the Valencia game. He looks pretty good. A lot of good potential there as well. But Trilez, yeah, I mean, he's okay. He's average, but I think his mentals and his physicals sort of make up a little bit for his lacking technicals. But he's been okay. Nothing too great, as you can see. Slightly under a 6.8. Not the greatest in the world. But he's done the job. He's done the job. We're then going to go with Galan, Aketse, and Sanset as our 3 centre mids, purely because Javi Martinez isn't really fit for the match. He's only on 86% condition, so we're going to rest him, despite him being sort of integral to the team as far as goals, creating goals, and of course scoring them as well. And of course we're going to go with Inaki Williams up front. The bench will be Barbero, Garmendia, Inaki, Ganea, Trilez, Martinez, and Catalan. Hopefully, I mean, I'm just looking for a good performance in this game, to be honest. I mean, if we manage to do the impossible, then so be it. But I think it's going to be a massive ask to score 3 at the minimum to take it to extra time. We'll see what happens, though. I would love to actually beat City anyway, no matter if we get through or not. It's really disappointing that we actually drew Man City, because we actually came first in our group and they came second in their group. However, they were like the only difficult team that finished second in their groups, and there were so many easier draws that we could have had in this first knockout round. And I feel like it was kind of... I mean, it's kind of just how things have been going on the series so far, as Athami almost blunders it into his own goal. But we're just really unlucky with the draws. I feel like we always get drawn against really tough teams, even if it's in the Copa del Rey. Like, we've had Real Madrid in the semi-finals, the last 3 seasons or something? And I mean, now we get Man City in the first knockout round, when all the other teams, second-place teams, were all winnable games, I believe. I mean, there was, as we can see there through De Bruyne. Yeah, it just, I say winnable games, but, they're still strong teams, as Lecue picks up an injury there. Brilliant. We'll just bring Inaki on. It's just really unfortunate, the fact that we could have possibly gotten into the next round if we drew one of those other teams. Of course, we still might have lost against a team like Benfica, but the chances of progressing are much better than City, who are destroying us once again as De Bruyne gets his second goal of the game, as we are pretty much on the stroke of half-time. That's really disappointing. He's actually playing striker, a lone striker for them. Just going to tell the boys I'm not happy with how we're going. Oh, it's such a hard thing. We've been really dominant this season, especially domestically, but when we come up a team against a team of Man City's quality, we're just so far out of depth. Our players are really good, but they're just not the quality that we need to be competing in the Champions League. I mean, a lot of players are just really not performing. Hold on. Let's bring Ganea on. Miguel's been been absolutely dreadful. Now we'll bring Catalan on as well. Why not? I mean, we're 2-0 down. What, 25 minutes to go? Probably not going to score 6 goals, are we? I mean, we can't even score 1 at the moment, which is pretty dreadful. Guinea, Velascoin, Gonzalez. Can we do something positive, boys? Come on, Anarchy down the right-hand side. Crosses it. Catalan. Catalan scores. Okay. That's good. He hasn't scored many goals this season. And I think he just came back from a little injury as well, which is why he's not match fit at the moment either. Yeah, but he manages to score against City, and Williams had, what, like 120... No, more. What, like 150 minutes to score against City and didn't manage to do so? I mean, maybe Catalan should be starting the next game. He won't. Don't get me wrong. He won't. I mean, a 2-1 loss, not the worst result in the world, but I definitely think that we could have done a lot better, to be honest. I'm just going to tell the boys we shouldn't have lost an aggregate, even though we kind of got smashed. Yeah. I mean, De Bruyne, 2 goals. I mean, the worst thing is we don't drop down to the Europa League either, which, you know, we always could possibly win the Europa League, but obviously we don't have that luxury this season either. Although it's better to get further in the Champions League, I think, anyway. Really disappointing, like I've said a couple of times. We won our group, which really should have just made things a little bit easier for us. We do get 8.5 million for reaching the first knockout round, but honestly, I would have much preferred to, I don't know, to verse an easier team. Just so unlucky with the draw. Anyways, can't complain too much, I guess. Anyways, drop a like on the video. I'm a little bit disappointed, as you can tell. I wanted a better performance. I wanted to at least win today, you know, to recover a little bit of pride, but we've lost. So yeah, I would appreciate a like on the video, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.